Stop recording video. Button. Selfie zoom. Selfie. Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Face centered. Speech off. Okay, hi guys. Good evening. We should have all finished dinner by now. We should be comfy and cozy or taking those baths. You know what it is. It's VI Life with Kelly. And this is my 8th video upload for today. Yay! I have made my goal of 8 video uploads today. Thursday, May 27th, 2021. Super, super thankful, blessed, and inspired. I'm focused, right? Game face is on. I had no sunglasses on all day today, just super chill mode. I had on my denim vest, jacket, with my little college t-shirt on today, high ponytail, and I got on the Double Espresso by Milani lipstick right now. I still got my eye makeup from earlier when I did the Chanel Cosmetics review video, so if you want information about that, definitely check me out. The Get Unready video is where I showed you what new Chanel skincare products I was using, which are the cleansing oils, and I was just letting you know that I would do the review after I used the products for a week. So it's been over a week now, so time flies. I also wanted to tell you guys, I did that video on like top 10 ways to get into high-end luxury brands, handbags, goods. And I had mentioned like some consignment shops that were around here in Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia. And the other day, Dave came by. Hi, Dave. Thank you so much for all of your help. That's my puppy's dad. So they've been with their dad since like Tuesday. Such a blessing. And so anyway, he took me to go check because I had told you guys that I was going to go see if Be Chic was still here in the Buckhead Triangle. And she's gone, guys. Be Chic didn't make it. She is gone. So I'm going to have to look online because she did have a website where she would update inventory and you could see what was in stock or what came in or what was going to be getting ready to be released. And so I'm going to have to go online and check and see, and I'll leave it in the comments below if I find her online, because I imagine she still has a great collection and probably a great amount of loyal customers that are still willing to do online business with her. So yeah, girl, she is gone, you guys. So I definitely want to update you about that. And what I'm going to do, I thought Memorial Day weekend was last weekend, y'all. I did not know it's this weekend. So I had planned on getting around tomorrow because I just took like the last couple of days to myself. It was like 90 degrees for like the last 5 days in a row and 88 and stuff like that. So it was just wearing me out running around in that. So today it got, I think the high was 79, which was nice. I did get my ice cream, guys. After I uploaded the last video, which was the 5 handbags I would never purchase for personal use, but I would consider for investment, I did run up out of here. I made it to Baskin Robbins. I had the cutest Lyft driver ever. She is so cute. She had a 2008 Yukon Denali. It was so nice. Leather, everything. So nice, you all. You would never know that was a 13-year, 14-year-old car because, you know, they come out with the 08s and 07. And so I was like, girl, it was so spacious, so plush. And she was like, you know, she was looking for a vehicle. She has 2 boys. And the car she was looking at and this truck was the same price. So she just took the truck. She's like, the boys were like, Mom, no, get the truck. I was like, go ahead. The kids keep us on track, don't they? So she's been loving it. She said it's a blessing. I'm like, oh, wow, that is so... I've been looking for my daughter a new truck. So anyway, That's that. But I got my ice cream. They had the nutty coconut, which is the walnut blend with coconut ice cream, and it does have shaved coconut in the ice cream. So if you love coconuts like I do, then go on over there. I had my 2 scoops. I had a chocolate, 1 scoop of chocolate, 1 scoop of nutty coconut in my cup. I tore that up. I took that off screen because it was just like savage mode over here. You're not ready for that. That's something that I'll do together with you all after I've made 100 videos. I feel like once I'm past 100 videos, 500 subscribers, that's when you're loving me. And that's when you can forgive me for savage beast mode ice cream eating times. When I'm gonna sit here, talk to y'all, eat, smack a little. Earlier today, I did the video with the Chanel review and I had chewed gum. That was risky, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like we've bonded to the point where I can chew a little gum. But I was watching the video and I was a little scared because when I start chewing gum, I don't know what I'm doing. I go into automatic mode and I was just like, oh, wait a minute. And I watched the video and I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. Because I could have literally set off fireworks in that video and you guys would be like, no, ma'am, no, that's not the move. But anyway, ice cream was amazing. Love, love, love Baskin Robbins. Totally worth that Lyft ride. That was the only place that I've been in the last 48 hours. I have never left my house since Tuesday. You guys, it's like that sometimes. Just gotta take a step back. But yeah, anyway, so this video, if you want to know, if you're still here, you're like, this girl just talking. I'm just super excited. I made it to video 8, you guys. So anyway, this video is 5 small leather goods, SLGs, that I would never purchase for personal use, but I would consider for investment only. So that's what this is. It's 5 small leather goods. A couple of these items that I'm about to mention may be items for debate. You may say that's not a small leather good, that is a handbag. I don't know, but it's on my list and I consider it a small leather good. All right, guys. Number 1 on my list are the Fendi Monsters. Yes, I know you guys are gonna say that is not a small leather good, VI Life with Kelly. I get it. You're gonna say that's a purse charm, and I get that. But some of those Fendi Monsters actually have leather detailing on them and the Swarovski crystals, and that is why I clumped them in the small leather goods section because of the price point as well. Those Fendi Monsters were $1,000 and beyond. That's getting in this list, guys. It's on the list. I would never buy that, period, point blank. Although I do want one. LV Lover CC has the one I really love, the black one with the pink eyes and mouth, and then it has the blinged out crystals all over the eyes. That one is lush. She actually got that one on sale using Shop Tagger, which is now like Karma or something like that. And she paid like, I think $400 for it or $600. She either got it for 40 or 60% off. And so I was like, ooh, that was a good deal, because she could easily repost it right now and somebody would be happy to give her $1,000 because they don't make them anymore. They don't have the collection anymore. You can't find it. Hers is in excellent condition. It's super, super cute. And she always wears it on her Chanel backpack. And it's just gorgeous. Even though the hardware on the Chanel backpack is gold and the hardware on the Fendi Monster is silver, it looks the bomb together. I just love it. I'm like, oh, I want one. I want that backpack. And she has the black quilted chevron backpack that you can't even get anymore. It's always sold out. They always only have like the silver or maybe that beigey color. It's just colors you don't want in a backpack. You want that luscious, rich black. You don't care what hardware. I don't. I take it with the gold hardware. I take it with the silver hardware. I wouldn't even trip. But anyway, yeah, so those Fendi Monsters, no, I will never purchase them full retail. No, if somebody gave it to me as a gift, I will take it all day long. And I definitely would take it if I got it on sale. And as investment, I'd put it up on my store at Poshmark, Poshlux 22. And I would put it up there for probably $1,500. And then I would take the best offer. And that's the key to getting my items. Let me just tell you guys this really quickly. I've been on Poshmark for years and years. I want to say almost 10 years, if not 10 years. And I have items up there for years, and I don't care because my items are like brand new. 90% of whatever I've put up is brand new. I've never worn it. It still has the original tags. Like, they're just items I came across. They were a great investment, and I don't have any urge within me to have to sell it anytime soon. So what I'll do is just leave it up there. Now, if you want to buy it from me, the only way that I'm going to respond to you, because people will send me messages, they'll put long comments on the items, trying to feel me out, like, oh, I don't want to waste my time putting in this offer, and you say no, and all that stuff like that. I don't respond to any of that. If you happen to go to my Poshmark right now and you see something that you want to buy from me, you can email me at vilifewithkelly@gmail.com. But I probably will not do that much talking, because the only thing that I recognize as a serious interest is you putting in that offer. And the way that you put in an offer is that you put in there, you want to make an offer, you put your credit card in there, and you put the amount that you want to pay, and that's when I talk. Because once they send me that notification, hey, Lisa's interested in your Fendi tote, and she offered $1,200, and then we can go back and forth on a price that I'm cool with, or I might take your $1,200. But that's the only way that I sell high-end luxury items. And I do want you to understand, if the item is valued over $500, I will not sell it for less than $500, because Poshmark offers free authentication. They offer complimentary authentication on items purchased over $500. So that means they intercept the item. When I ship it actually to them. They certify that it is authentic, and then they send it to you with a certificate of authentication. Okay? I'm going through a lot with that word. And so that's the only way that I sell items over $500. I had this lady that wanted my Chanel Classic CC Pearl Drop earrings. They had just gone into a price increase. I didn't even know. When I got them, they were like $650. They were in the silver hardware, super gorgeous. And the silver, you know, it looks like white gold. So it could go with gold, it can go with silver, whatever you want it to go with. It looks, you know, to die for. So they had gone into a price increase, so they had gone up to like $850 or $900. I didn't even know. So she was sending me all these messages about them. She was in love with them. As soon as they hit my page, you know, she was on it. So she was like telling me she could only afford $350. It didn't matter. Then she went to $400. Then she went to $425. She wasn't submitting offers. She was just putting this as comments under the item, you know. And so then finally she went to like $475. And I was just like, let me just give this lady these earrings. But in my spirit, I was like, why do I not want to do this? So I just sat on it. I accepted her offer, but I sat on the purchase for like 2 days, because they send you the shipping label like immediately. As soon as you accept it, it generates a shipping label. You print and you ship it, you know, take it to the post office and get it on down the road. Anyway, I sat on it like, why am I tripping? I remember like, oh yeah, I don't sell things that retail over $500 for less than $500 without the third party, you know, authentication. So I sent her a message. I declined, you know, canceled the order. I explained why, and I let her know. I said, hey, look, I'm sorry. If you want to submit it again, or I can put it up for $500. If you are willing to pay the $500, then it's yours right now. And so of course she never said anything back again about it, and that's that. And I understand it's disappointing. Maybe she really stretched herself for the $475. I don't know what the intentions are, but I just know I have to cover it myself because these items are expensive and people do strange things to get them. You know, I don't know if she would have got the package. She can say whatever she wants and put in dupes and send it back to me, and then it's just like my word against hers. She can decline it, say, no, I don't like it, I don't want it, blah, blah, blah. And here I am arguing with Poshmark like she just ripped me off, la, 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 and go through all that. I don't have time for that when I can just charge you. And $500 was, that was a great buy for earrings that are now $900. Like after tax, you're just pretty much spending $1,000 for these earrings. And I was like just feeling bad, like I just canceled your order. I'm going to give it to you for the $500 out the door. It's up to you. Just let me know. But nope, I can't play these games. I just told y'all that long-winded story because I do feel like some of my subscribers, you know, are going to be customers, and you guys are going to go over to Poshmark and look for PoshLux22. You're going to find me, Kelly, over there, and you're going to see items that you're interested in. You're going to follow me or like it. You're going to make a comment, and I'm not going to really say anything. You're going to wonder why, and the reason why is because I don't interact with my customers unless you put in an offer. When you put in, or unless you ask product specific questions like, can you take a picture of this item from a certain angle, or what hardware is this, what year is this handbag from, like something that is not listed, you know, some random thing like, I'm a size this, do you think this would fit me, or what size are you? If you ask me anything like that, I will definitely comment right back. But if you're trying to negotiate on prices, we will have absolutely no conversation. You have to make an offer. That's the only thing that I will acknowledge. Okay, back to this list. So we did number 1. This is why I never make video. I can never seem to get a video under 15 minutes. Off of this challenge today, I think I got 2 or 3 videos. 2 of them were right at 15 minutes. I think one of them was 12 minutes. I was shocked. And then I did like a 6-minute IGTV video on my Instagram today. I was like, wow, this is cool. But yeah, I'm acting up as usual. So number 1 on my list of 5 small leather goods that I would never purchase for personal use, but I would consider for investment. Number 1 was the Fendi Monster. Okay. If you want details and all that on this, if you're jumping in on this video kind of late, you probably want to scale it back like 10 minutes and you can get the full, you know, enchilada on my views and everything on that. Okay, number 2 on this list. Are you ready for this? Number 2 is the Speedy Mini and that 25B or the 25 period. The Speedy 25, I consider that a small leather good. I'm going to tell you why. Now, let me say this. They have changed the size of the Speedy 25. The Speedy 25 of today is not the Speedy 25 of 5 years ago. It's not even the Speedy 25 of 3 years ago. It's larger. But I would not, I know you guys are going to say, that is a handbag. That is not a small leather good, Kelly. I get it. I feel you. I see why you say that. I get it. For me, it's a small leather good. Why? Because I can't really do nothing with that purse. I can't. For me, it's just like a little more than a wallet on chain. It is. It's a little more than a crossbody. It's a crossbody. We can definitely agree that it's a crossbody. Because if I were to buy a Louis Vuitton Speedy 25, it's got to have the bandolier. Okay, it's got to be the 25B, which is the strap that you can do over the shoulder or crossbody. Okay, the vachetta leather. I was absolutely loving the one they came out with last year that was in that mahogany red or raspberry color, cranberry. It was really pretty. That was gorgeous, and that was a large 25 for me. I was like, this is a Speedy 25. No, this is a handbag. This size right here with the bandolier, that was a great size. But overall, I will not purchase the Speedy 25 for personal use. It won't happen. I will take it as a gift, and I would take it for an exceptional buy, meaning, I don't know, let's say for some reason I'm in New York. I happen to go into a consignment shop in New York, and they have one in pristine condition that I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe y'all have this one. Like a long time ago, they had, remember the Speedies that had the cherries on them? I loved the Speedies that had the cherries on them. That was like around the time when we had the Speedy Multi in the white with the different colorful LV and design. And then you had it in the black. So depending on what is going on with this Speedy 25, if it's red leather, patent leather, you know, I love the Speedy bags. Is so cute. It's so darling, but it's so cumbersome, and it's so many different things that don't work for me all at the same time. But I do believe it's a great investment, hands down. I remember when they had it in caramel, and it was the Vernis leather. They had it in Indian rose. I mean, I've seen the Speedy in so many different canvases and prints and leathers, and it has been eye candy. It has been gorgeous. I have enjoyed the legacy of the Speedy, the Louis Vuitton, but I'm not buying it. No, I'm not getting it. The last time I checked on the price of the Speedy 25, if you just wanted to get the original monogram print or the canvases in Damier Azur, or which is the blue checkerboard, or the Damier Ebene, which is the chocolate, the browns checkerboard, it was like $9.40. I believe it was like $9.40 if you just wanted a 25 out the door. If you added the bandolier, it took it into like 11 something. And now I think if you got it with the bandolier, it takes it into 1,200 something. Last year around my birthday, like September, when they had that gorgeous cranberry Speedy 25, I don't know who the designer of that one was. It was like 2,700, 2,750 or something like that for the Speedy 25 with the bandolier. I would take any of it. Like I said in the last video, I would never package it, unbox it. I would leave it all in the original packaging, and I would just set it up somewhere and wait. I'd put it on my Poshmark. I'd put it out there for like $3,500 or something like that, and just see if anyone went for it, if anybody was dying for it, and just leave it up there forever. I would forget about it, wait till a few years pass when they've discontinued all of that. You can't find it. It's a shock if you come across it, and I'd probably mark it up to $5,000. See who put an offer in. If anybody offered me anything over $3,500, it would be sold. That's my truth, guys, and I just gotta keep it real. That is my truth. Another small leather good that I will not purchase for personal use at all are the toiletries. They have the toiletry 15, they have the toiletry 16, they have the toiletry 19. I think they have the toiletry 25 and 26. Let me know if I'm incorrect, but I remember the 15, the 16, the 19, and I could have sworn it was a 25 and a 26. I would not purchase any of the toiletries for purchase except the 15. Let me back that train up. I would purchase the 15 depending on the price point, because I have not double checked Louis Vuitton prices. They had 2 price increases last year alone. I checked out after the second price increase. I totally checked out. I didn't want to know anything anymore. So I don't even know. They probably had a third one since then, or they're getting ready to have another one. Who knows? I don't. But I will say that I would not buy those toiletries for personal use at all. For me, I purchased a cosmetic case from Louis Vuitton before. It wasn't the toiletries, because those are more like the square shaped, kind of have like a triangular width on them, but they're the square shapes. I wasn't interested in that at all. But they had one that was more of a traditional cosmetic case, similar to my YSL cosmetic case I showed you guys in my what's in my handbag video, and which is more so like that rounded half moon look. And it was so well structured that I felt uncomfortable about using it. And the inside of it was that creamy vanilla microfiber, which had me in a total panic. I was like, no way, I am not on it good enough. Because all it takes, for example, my Chanel eyebrow pencil that I've had forever, and it looks like I've had it forever, the top on the side with the actual pencil comes off all the time, and for some reason I take it off thinking that that's the brush, knowing my brush side, I've been lost the top a long time ago. But I will still, and then throw it in there, and easily it will have Noir Cendrillon eyebrow pencil all over that inside, and then I'll be panicking, trying to wipe it out with baby wipes and Lysol wipes and all that other stuff. No ma'am, no sir, I'm not gonna do it. At the time when I got it, and that was like 6 years ago, I think the price point was like $560 for that cosmetic case, and it was large. It was about the size of the 19 or the 25 toiletry. Definitely, it was no smaller than the 19. It was a very significant size, but it was so structured, and it was the original canvas print, the monogram print with the LVs, and it was just so structured. I was like, no, I'm gonna have to wear a huge purse to really utilize this, or this would have to be a cosmetic case that you kept at home on your vanity, and you just kept certain things in there, and that's it. It's not gonna be something you keep in your purse unless you wear the GM Neverfull, or you wear the Artsy, and it's gonna have to be a GM size, or the on-the-go tote, the GM size. Like, whatever you're keeping it in, if it's a delightful, a graceful, what have you, it's gonna have to be the GM size. I'm like, no, those are travel handbags for me. So no guys, I will not be purchasing any of the Louis Vuitton toiletries other than the 15. I would keep that one for personal use, but I still put it up there for sale, for investment, because they sell like hotcakes, y'all. They sell like hotcakes. Those things, as soon as they come in, they're sold out. People do not care. They will pay for them. I don't care if I put up there $1,100. They will buy them. And they will try to buy all 3 sizes. If I have the 15, the 16, and the 19, and I could put it up there for $3,000, it will be sold out, gone, out the window. So that's a great investment piece. That's a no-brainer for me. And that is number 3 on my list of small leather goods that I will not purchase for personal use, but I would consider it for investment. Okay, number 4 on my list. Small leather goods that I will not purchase for personal use, but I would consider for investment are the Chanel, I guess you could call this like, card holder. The Chanel card holders, I will not buy those. They literally went from $250 to $350, depending on the color and the leather, caviar, lambskin. Depending on that and the size, they were between $250, no more than $450. They literally went to $650 to $950 overnight. No. I mean, these are small card holders, you guys. If I had one, if I can put one in there as a picture, I will. But the card holders are extremely small. Even they had a larger, I want to call it like a little, it reminds me of these bags you used to get to put your pens and pencils in, and they would be really cute. They have the little zip top, and they'd be like a flat rectangular little bag, and you could keep your pencils and pens and erasers and stuff like that in there. They have a small leather good like that, and it's also $6.50 or $7.50. I don't remember, but it's so bulky. Like the quilts on it, they're extra protruded, and they're just so bulky that it makes it like, where am I going to put this in my handbag? Like if I had a handbag that I had one of those organizers in it and I could slide that in its own compartment, I'd be willing to explore that, because I could put it in its own compartment. I wouldn't have to worry about keys or anything else, another cosmetic case, a wallet, nothing that could be possibly damaging those quilts or rubbing anything off on those quilts. I would just want that exclusively in its own space and pocket, protected. But I don't even like it, though, is the thing. The leather, when it's quilts and they're large quilts like that, and they're extra protruded, they come off hard. And when you have leather and Chanel, you want your item to be soft and plush. You do want it to be long wearing, and you do want to feel supported. Like you want to feel confident that you can use this item, and it's going to still preserve the look. It's still going to, you know, look amazing, and it's still going to wear great, and it's still going to be functional. Like you want all of that out of the item for sure. But you don't want to have to worry, like, once I throw this in my bag, I wonder what it's going to look like when I pull it back out. No thanks, guys. So the bottom line is, no, I'm not going to be purchasing any Chanel card holders. The price is through the roof. It's like dang near $1,000 for an item that you really cannot get anything in there. You can get a driver's license and a couple of cards. You can roll up a couple of bills in there and throw a few quarters with it, and you're done. You're absolutely finished. And this little small item, and that was, I'm giving you a price that was last summer. They had a price increase since then, so it's probably $900 for these same card holders now. No thank you. Would I get it? Would I keep it if it was a gift? Absolutely. Would I keep it as investment? Absolutely. Because when I tell you, Chanel prices double, triple, and quadruple all day. Even if you spent the $900 today, that same card holder is easily, by the summer, which starts on June 21st, you know, by the summer, that card holder is easily $1,300 or something like that, and people are willing to drop it all day and night. They do not care, especially if it's black. If it's black or any limited edition season color. They had this really gorgeous pastel turquoise one time. That was just pretty. It was like the perfect pop of color. It would just look really flattering and really in any handbag that you wanted to pull it out of. And so, but if it's black or if it's that beautiful buttery caramel beigey color, I mean, people will fork over the bucks, no hesitation. And me, I'm going to take the money every time. So that is number 4 on my list of small leather goods that I am not willing to pay for personal use. No, I'm not going to go buy that for personal use. But I will purchase for investment, and I will take it for a gift. And I will still end up selling it. I won't be using it. Now, I do, you know, reserve the right to alter or modify any of my statements, because I know that I have not seen every last thing there is to see and enjoy, right? And enjoy at Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and all these other places. I know I haven't seen it all. So it could be an item in there that I'm absolutely in love with. And I'm like, yes, give it to me right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely, you know, willing to, you know, take a look. Okay. So number five was really hard. My list is like actually way longer. But number 5 on my list are these Prada mini bags. They're like, so what they are, they're a wallet similar to like a zippy coin purse that actually has a keychain connected to it. And instead of the traditional Prada symbol, which is the triangle, they have the actual words written across the item, character for character. So it's going to Prada like that across the item. It has the pebble grain leather, or you could get the smooth leather. And they were at like $500. I want to say the item was like $495. Okay. I absolutely would not buy this item, but I would take it for investment per the right color and the right hardware with it. If it came with the original Prada symbol, which is the triangle, the upside down triangle, if it was in a red with silver hardware, I may take it with the red with gold hardware, depending on the shade of gold. I would take it with the black with the silver. It just depends. I may take it with a color, like I might do a turquoise or a cobalt blue would be really pretty. It just depends, but I would definitely be selling it. It would have nothing to do with me using it at all. One reason why is I really don't like zippy coin purses that have keychains with them, because the keychains are always in the hardware. So if it's silver hardware, this keychain is silver hardware or gold hardware or whatever the hardware is. And all I keep thinking about is how scratched up it's about to be. On top of that, this one it's set on the leather like you can pop it off. So all I keep thinking about is how after a while it's going to be worn and it's going to pull at the leather that it's sticking to, and then how the tab is going to ultimately look like and start cracking from you continuously pulling it off and snapping it on. And I know they have that feature so that if you want to valet, then you could snap your wallet off of there. Or if you just want to drive without having your wallet swinging from, you know, the steering wheel, then you can just pop it off, bow, go set it where you want, and, you know, drive on. I don't like it. I find that to be very cheap, and I just don't like it. I do feel like if they want to include a keychain with these zippy coin purses and wallets, these small leather goods, I feel like you need to just offer us like a valet keychain. Louis Vuitton had one a long time ago, and so did Coach. And those are one of those items, if you see it, snatch it up, because it's gonna be gone. It's probably the only one, and you will not see it again for a long time. If you've never seen a valet keychain, it looks like miniature handcuffs, and it has a centerpiece in the middle that you just push, and it releases one side of the keychain. So it's like a dual keychain. Looks like a miniature handcuff, and it has a piece in the center, and you just press the button. It's so luscious. The Louis Vuitton one was great. It had the Louis Vuitton emblem and everything right in the center piece, because it's a nice chunky piece of gold, and it just looks darling. The Coach one was darling too. I wouldn't have been mad to have that one. If I come across that Coach one, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to keep it. If I come across the Louis Vuitton one, I will keep it. I will take it because it's very cute. It's very useful. And so anyway, that's what I think about small leather goods that include keychains. I have one, I showed it to you guys in my handbag collection video. That's in the limited edition black cherry vernis leather that I've never ever used. It's a card holder with the zip top closure, gold hardware. It has the Louis Vuitton plate in gold in the front. It has a slip pocket in the back, and when you unzip it, it has a gold keychain in there. I never use it because all I think about is I wish I would put keys on here, and all these scratches that's gonna be all over there just turns me off, and it just immediately devalues the item. It just looks crazy. But I would say if they would include some type of rubber lining around the hardware, where when you slip it on, it never touches the gold, the metals never touch, I think I'll be willing to put one key on there for sure. And then I would be more excited about using the product. But no guys, I will not be buying the Prada wallet with the keychain. And it's a very popular classic piece, staple piece. They have it all the time. Like I said, they have it with the Prada name displayed across the front in character for character. They also have it with the original classic Prada symbol of the upside down triangle, which is what I love. And so guys, that's number 5 on my list. Those are the reasons why I will never buy these items for personal use, but I will purchase them for investment because they sell like hotcakes. People absolutely love them, and they're willing to purchase them at a premium, which is a profit for me. And these are the things that I'm into. With visual impairment. These are things that I'm truly into with visual impairment. These are things that I have enjoyed discussing and looking at and shopping with my mom across the country. We have just gone shopping everywhere, from every boutique, every consignment store, online, watching different ladies' videos. There's one girl named Angel Bird. I haven't seen her in a very long time. I think she's had some babies. She was married. She was so cute. Oh my gosh, Angel Bird. Y'all gotta go check her out. Go see if she's still around. She was so darling. She would be showing you her different handbags. I liked her channel because she would actually spend time on different brands. She would talk about like Balenciaga, and she actually was like one of the first ones to talk about YSL, and she would talk about Celine, and like she would bring up handbags that were not really a part of the conversation. You know, where everybody else is focused, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Hermes. Of course she wanted an Hermes. Of course she had her name on waiting list for Hermes, and it was so cute when they finally contacted her about a handbag. Oh my gosh, Angel Bird is a whole trip, y'all. So I have enjoyed her. My mom put me onto her, and it's just plenty more. I mean, I grew up with my mom in watching Home Shopping Network, HSN. She put me on the Shopping HQ and Jewelry TV. And I mean, like, she'd be like, come here, look at this, look at this. And, you know, she'd want to tell me all about it. And it was just, you know, quality time with my mom. At first, it was like, this lady's tripping. I don't even care. But over time, it was like, oh, this is gorgeous. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I just got into it. And, I mean, that's that, you know. So, this is, you know, my way of spending time with my mom and having that connection. And it's just good times and good memories for me. So you guys, anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed my video. I so much appreciate the love and the support. Please like, share, comment, link below your favorite videos, your favorite reviews of SLGs. I loved watching LV Lover Cece's and Jerusha Couture. Back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, they had the best video reviews ever. They would show you like all their wallets, all their small leather goods, I mean, it was so good. That's back in the day of the Ava clutch and stuff like that, when that was really, really big. And so anyway, guys, that's what's up. You know, it's Thursday. It's getting ready to be Friday. I hope you have an amazing weekend planned ahead for you. Memorial Day weekend, I want to give thanks to all those who have served, who are in the military, who have sacrificed for the country, for the world. And you know, definitely have to be thankful and grateful, and send blessings to them and their families. So that's that, guys. And I'll be checking in with you this weekend. I'm definitely going to be continuing vlogging. Do not think I forgot about putting up my vlog. I haven't. I'm just looking for someone to help me put it together. And then I want to get some more footage in so it could be nice. Maybe I'll do so it won't be so long, because I don't know if y'all are loving hour-long vlogs for me or not, if we're not there yet. But maybe what I'll do is complete the vlog and then cut it up into like 2 or 3 parts, where each vlog might be 20-25 minutes at the most or whatever. So let me know, leave me some comments below. I got 8 videos to do tomorrow. I got to get them done. 8 videos every single day through Monday, and we will be at 101. Super excited for that. So blessed. All right, see you guys very soon. Good night.
Speech on. Stop recording video button.